Hey guys, welcome to Daniel Shain Education. My name is Daniel Osiason, and this is the first worksheet for number properties. We're going to be focusing on primes, factors, and multiples, and let's dive in. So first we have question number 1. We need the prime factorization of 60, which means we're just going to break it into its primes. So I always divide by 2 first, and that'll be 2 and 30. Then 30 gives us 2 and 15. And notice when I separate these, it's because these are things that multiply into the previous one. And then 2 doesn't go into 15, so then I try 3 out. And that will give me 3 times 5. Perfect. So if you notice here, they represent 2 2's as 2 squared. The 3 will be represented as a 3. And the 5 will be represented as a 5. That is our answer, which would be letter C, I believe. No, letter B. Sorry about that. It'll be letter B. So let's scroll down now. What is the greatest common factor? I'm going to erase this here. What is the greatest common factor? The GCF of 12 and 18. So if we're looking at 12 and 18, these numbers are small enough that we can look straight at the answer choices and just tell. 36 is bigger than 12 and 18, so that won't work because greatest common factor means the largest number that goes into both of these. 36 doesn't go into either of these, so that would not work. So let's try out 12. 12 goes into 12, but not 18. So 12 doesn't work. 6 goes into 12. 6 also goes into 18. 6 is the greatest common factor. 3 also goes into both. But it's not the greatest, so that we cross that out. So the answer was 6. Let's look at question number 3. What's the least common multiple of 4 and 6? Least common multiple means the smallest number they both go into. I like to do the little horse race. So 4 is below, so it's going to, the next multiple of 4 would be 8. Now 6 is below, so we're going to move 6 up. Next multiple of 6 is 12. And actually, to be honest, there's an easier way to go about this, but I'll finish off what I was doing. You can use the answers here to eliminate faster. So 8's now below, so we're going to move it up to 6 to 12. See 4, 8, 12, 6, 12. Boom, we have our answer. 12 is the smallest number they both go into, the least common multiple. So now let's look which of the following numbers is prime. 23. 2 doesn't go into it. 3 doesn't go into it. 5 doesn't go into it. 7. If you can't get any of these primes into that, it's probably a prime. What does it mean when it's prime? That only 1 and itself goes into it. Is 1 prime? Nope. Because 1 has 1 and 1 going into it. It has to be 1 and a different number than 1. So 1 is not prime. 23 is our prime. If you want to just double check, 25 has a 5 in it, not prime. 27 has a 3 in it, not prime. 33 has a 3 in it, not prime. What's the smallest positive integer that is divisible by both 6 and 9. Smallest positive integer that is divisible by. That's basically saying least common multiple. What's the lowest number they both multiply into? So 6 and 9. I'm going to show you the other shortcut that I didn't show you earlier. 3 is beneath them, so that can't be it. 15 is above them, but 6 and 9 do not go into 15, so we cross that out. 18, 6 goes into 18 3 times. 9 goes into 18 2 times. That's our answer. It's the smallest number there that they both go into. How many positive factors does 12 have? So at this stage, you can do the rainbow method. 1 and 12, separate with commas. 2 and 6, separate with commas. 3 and 4, separate with a comma. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. It has 6 positive factors. What's a positive factor? Just a, let's see, whole numbers that are above 0. So that just means like no fractions, no decimals, numbers that multiply together to give you 12. Let's go to the right side now. Which of the following is the prime factorization of 90? Sorry for that. So 90 breaks into 2. I always start with 2 and 45. 45 is not even, so then let's try 3. 4 and 5. This is how you know if 3 goes in. Actually, let me write it down lower here. If you add 4 and 5, you'll get 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So that's a trick to knowing it's divisible by 3. So 3 and 15. 15 breaks into 3 and 5. So 1, 2. Then I'll put 3 squared to represent the 2 3's. And there's 1, 5. 2 times 3 squared times 5. 2 times 3 squared times 5. That would be A. What's the greatest common factor, GCF, of 20 and 30? Let's see. Let's use that technique I used earlier since these are pretty small. Let's start from the biggest numbers to the smallest this time, because greatest common factor means the largest one. So 60 is too large, so we cross it out, because a 60 does not fit into a 20 or a 30. 10 goes into both. Must be our answer. 5 and 2 also work, but they are smaller than 10. So they're not the greatest common factors, they're just common factors. Not greatest. Let's look at question number 9. What's the least common multiple of 3 and 9? If we look for least common multiple, let's start with this direction. 3 is too small because 9 does not go into 3. It's bigger. Then let's try 9. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 9 goes into 9 1 time. That looks good. And that's our answer. 12 doesn't work at all. And they both go into 27, but it's not the least. 9 is the least. How many prime numbers are there between 20 and 30? 20 to 30. They said between, so we don't count 20 or 30. So let's look at 21. Has a 2 plus 1 equals 3. So that means there's a 3 in it. Cross it out. 22 has a 2 in it because it's even. Cross it out. 23. No 2. We already did this one earlier. No 3. No 5, no 7. That's a prime. 24 is even, cross it out. 25 has a 5 in it, cross it out. 26 is even, cross it out. 27 has a 3 in it, cross it out. 28 is even, cross it out. And actually, let's go back to 27. How do I know it has a 3? 22 plus 7 is 9. So that is divisible by 3. So that's how I crossed that out. Then we'll go to 29. And 29 is, I don't see a 2. It's not even. If you do 2 plus 9, you get 11. So that's not divisible by 3. And 5 doesn't go into it. Neither does 7. So we've got 2 there. We have 23 and 29. What's the smallest positive integer that is divisible by both 4 and 10? Remember, this is a fancy way of saying least common multiple. 4 and 10. For least common multiple, let's start in this direction. 2 is too small. 4 is too small for 10. 10 works for 10, but not for 4. So now let's look at 20 times 2 times 5. Perfect. Must be 20. And then 12. How many positive factors does 18 have? Rainbow method. Oh, and I forgot. You'll see why I call it the rainbow method now. The other one I didn't show it as much. But we have 1 and 18. And this is where the rainbow comes in. 2 and 9. 3 and 6. 4 and 5 don't go in. So that's it. Those are our factors. J, 6. And that's it, guys. Congratulations. Have a great day. And feel free to download the worksheet, solve it yourself, solve it with help, and enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon or morning, whatever time it is for you.